You're watching the Basic Ass Cooking Network. I'm ready, Tom. Let's roll. My cardigan. I'm putting it on as quickly as I can. Tell the news to wait on me. Here we go. Viewers of the Basic Ass Cooking Network, this is Nicole, your host with the Basic Ass Cooking Network. I am here to bring you some breaking news. Today is Monday. What's the date? November 2nd. That means tomorrow in the United States is Tuesday, November 3rd. It's probably the same date in the rest of the world too. But here in the United States of America, our country will get together while being divided, but still get together at the polls and select many elected officials. This has come as a divisive time, but you know what we will all need tomorrow? Breaking news. We'll all need something comforting. And with this report, I would like to share a comforting song and a comforting recipe later in this video. Stay tuned for both. This is a developing story. You're going to need to be comforted tomorrow. You're going to need something to soothe your American soul. What is it going to be? Listen to this song and find out now. Macaroni and cheese, sauce me down pretty please. I need some comforting for election night. Election night. Hi everybody. So, as you can see, I'm in a different outfit, and that's because today is actually November 3rd. Tuesday, November 3rd. Yesterday when I tried to make, well, I didn't try. I made the macaroni and cheese recipe and cooked it and even tasted it and everything, but it was very dry, and I don't want to put out dry macaroni content. This is a channel of deliciousness and moisture when applicable. So today I'm going to try another way to make the macaroni and cheese, and I'm going to cross my fingers that it's right. So to make this recipe, I'm going to show you now what you'll need to make this recipe of macaroni and cheese. Here we go. Okay, so here are the ingredients to make this macaroni and cheese. The first thing you're going to need is, I'm going to use a ramekin, so I can just make about 2 servings, but you can double or triple this recipe depending on how many people you have to live with in your house. Hopefully they're nice people, but if they're not, that's your business. You also need salt and pepper. I'm going to add some onion powder to just give it a little bit of some extra. And then you have the macaroni, of course, and I'm going to use mild cheddar cheese. And I'm also going to use maybe like 2 tablespoons of the cream cheese just to kind of add a little something extra. You'll need some flour. I'm going to use a whisk, of course. You'll need some butter, and then you'll need some milk. So I have my water boiling right now, and I'm going to add some salt. Maybe about 2 or 3 teaspoons of salt. You want your water to be pretty salty to boil your macaroni in, so it's flavored as it cooks. And I have my oven set to 350. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to take my salt and put it in the water quite a bit. That's probably 2 teaspoons. And I'm just going to stir it around a little bit. And put in the macaroni. So to make such a small amount, just like about two servings, I'm only going to use about half a cup of macaroni. So take this, take my macaroni into this measuring cup, and I'm going to add it into the pot. And then just stir it around when you first put it in. And make sure to cook your macaroni in a lot of water so it has space to get its life, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so the next thing we're going to do while we cook our macaroni in the pot. Shout out to Cardi B. She's not the first person to cook her macaroni in a pot. Other people have. So what we're going to do while it's cooking is to make our cheese sauce. So this is going to be a little bit different than what we did yesterday. Well, then what I did yesterday, you're not going to see the footage of what I did yesterday because it was a hot mess. Today we're going to make the sauce and make it all melty and gooey, make it on top of the stove, and then bake the macaroni. Okay, so we will need the butter and the flour. So we're going to make a roux. And a roux is just like what I said, so it's going to be the butter and the flour. If you have ever made gumbo or anything super tasty like that, you've made a roux before. So I turned the heat on to about a level 8, so like medium high. So I have 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm gonna put it into the pot, and I'm going to use the flour, 1 tablespoon of flour. So as you can see, the butter is melting up, so you let it kind of melt a little bit. And also, as you are cooking, just make sure to occasionally stir your pasta, like I'm doing. Stir it around, make sure it does not stick to the bottom. Okay. Actually, I want to turn my heat down a little bit to maybe like a 7, so the butter doesn't burn. Okay, so as you can see, my butter is melted. Melted butter is the best. And now I'm going to add in my flour. I'm actually going to use the this is real life. I'm actually going to use the, what is this? What is this? I forgot. This is a whisk. So I'm going to whisk in my flour. And you're just going to whisk in the flour and let it cook in the butter until it's all kind of dissolved, I guess. And you want to make sure that you cook the flour, because otherwise, you know, it'll taste like flour, and you don't want things that taste like flour. That's weird. So I'm actually going to let the flour cook for like a minute or so until it's brown. Mine is actually browning a little bit faster than a minute, so just cook it until it browns. And again, don't forget to stir up your macaroni in the pot. All right. Okay. So now we are ready to whisk in the milk. Oh, that's looking good. It's already looking better than what I did yesterday, I tell you what. So whisk it all up until all of the lumps are gone and it looks all smooth. Okay. And I turned my heat down a little bit more to about a 5. Look at that! Seriously, this is going much better already than it did yesterday. Okay. So now I'm going to season my flour and butter and milk mixture, my roux. I'm going to season it. So you want to season it with some salt and pepper. And my little secret ingredient, which is going to be the onion powder. I was maybe a little bit overzealous with the onion powder, but it's how bad can onion powder be? Like literally. Okay. So got it all smooth. Okay. Alright. And if you see that yours is kind of bubbling up, just turn the fire down a little bit. It's okay. Alright. Now, I'm going to add in my cheddar cheese. I'm going to add it in a little bit at a time. Oh, I forgot to measure it. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Let's see, I'm supposed to use about a little over half a cup. Wah, wah, wah. That's okay. I feel like that was almost enough, but not quite enough. Maybe it is enough. If you make this at home, make sure to actually measure your measure your cheese. I'm out here wilding out, just doing whatever I want to do. And I'm also going to add just a little bit of cream cheese. I just want to see what it tastes like. So there's my cream cheese. So like I said before, I'm just going to add maybe like just a little bit. I don't want to go crazy because I make this food and then I actually eat it. So I don't want to end up with something bad. So I'm just going to add like 2 tablespoons or so of cream cheese. Just to kind of see what happens. And you're going to stir that in. Stir it in. My cream cheese was very cold, so I have to work hard to stir it in. So with your pasta, you want to cook it a little bit less than the package directions. So I am now ready actually to drain my pasta and introduce it into the cheese sauce. Okay, it smells really good. I'm very, very hopeful. So I will be back. I'm going to go drain my pasta and then put it into the cheese sauce. got my pasta. Okay, I have my pasta here. I'm gonna put it in my cheese sauce. Ooh, it looks good. So I read somewhere that you could actually eat it from this state. You can just eat it out the pot. I want to be a little bougie though, so I'm gonna bake mine. So I have my ramekin here. This is, does it say how big it is? It doesn't say how big this is. Maybe it's 1 quart. I don't know. I don't have any. This is a ramekin. We don't know what size it is. Size still matters. Never mind. I'm gonna use this ramekin. Okay. And I'm going to spray the ramekin. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to spray my ramekin with a little bit of just non-stick spray. And put my definitely creamy, look at all of that. Look, this is great. I'm so excited about this. I'm gonna put my macaroni and cheese in here. Make sure you get out all your cheese sauce. We don't waste things here. That's not cool. That's not how we roll. All right. Okay. So I have my macaroni in my dish. And you can just spread it out at the top like so. Okay, so I'm going to put my macaroni and cheese into the oven. This is such a small dish and there's not a lot of macaroni and cheese in here. If you make a really big pot of this, you'll need to adjust the time. For me, I think this will take only about 10 to 15 minutes. I will let you know when I come back. So this is our baked mac and cheese. And for this small dish, this was about 15 minutes. So let's get in. Oh my gosh, let's get into it. Oh my gosh. Look how creamy. Oh my gosh, look how creamy. Just gonna serve myself a little bit. It looks so creamy and delicious and such low effort. Much better for you. As good as macaroni and cheese can be for you, but much better than making it from a box. Okay, so I have my macaroni and cheese here. I am outside on my noisy balcony as usual. So it smells really good. I'm trying to keep it in the frame so you can really enjoy just looking at it. It smells really good. It's very cheesy. As you can see, it's not dry. So I'm going to try it out now. Oh my gosh. I love myself for not producing that other video yesterday. For not uploading, I mean, that other video yesterday. Because remaking this has ended up with me having some really good macaroni and cheese to enjoy for lunch today. This is really good. I highly recommend this. If you make this, make sure that you don't skimp on adding the onion powder, because I think the onion powder adds like a little bit something extra to make it a little bit more flavorful. You could also add some garlic powder or some cayenne pepper if you like spicy stuff. I personally don't love spicy stuff, but if you do, you boo, and add your cayenne pepper. I'm gonna take one more bite. I think the trash man is coming and it's gonna get super noisy in a little bit anyway. Very good. So if you make this and you have some leftovers and you want to reheat this the next day, I actually have a video to teach you how to do that and how to reheat it so it's creamy and delicious like it is when you first take it out of the oven. So I will link that video up above my head somewhere. You can check that out. If you decide to make this, please comment below and let me know what you added or took away. If you enjoyed this video, oh my gosh, please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will be back very soon later in the week with another easy video. This is Nicole signing off on behalf of the Basic Ass Cooking channel, and whenever you watch this, whether it's today, Election Day 2020, or another day, please be sure to be nice, be kind to each other, and just enjoy some good macaroni and cheese together. Maybe that's the way that we can proceed in peace with each other, through macaroni and cheese. Have a good day. I will see you next time. Bye.